What is going on, everybody? David here from Bluckers Videos and Toys, and today we're going to do volume 2 of my urban slash hood movie collection. And I do want to go back to the top row as I missed a couple of DVDs that I forgot, and then we'll go start from the second row. And appreciate everybody that enjoyed the first volume. And one of the things that inspired me to do this is my boy Fred Hall from Fred Hall Direct Edition. And if you haven't checked out his channel, I suggest you do that. And Fred, appreciate the inspiration for doing videos like this, because I know you're a movie buff as well. And you have your own collection as well of urban hood movies. And I challenge you to do an updated video on that. And because I know it's been a while since you've showcased those, and I know you've added more stuff to your collection, and I would like to see, I'm sure your audience as well would like to see, an updated collection of your urban slash hood films. Alright, so let's go ahead and get on with this. And the first movie that we're going to pull out is For Life, and this is from Code Black Entertainment. And it's got a pretty good cast to it. You know, Wood Harris and Elise Neal, you know, Paige Kennedy, J.D. Williams. And really enjoyed that film. I just recently rewatched it again. And really enjoyed it. And the second DVD is a Spike Lee 3-joint film collection. It's got School Days, She Hate Me, and Get on the Bus. And I do want to rewatch all these, especially for School Days. It's been a while since I've seen them. And then the last film on the shelf here on the first row is Blue Hill Avenue. And if you've seen American Gangster with Denzel Washington, it's similar to that. So it is based on a true story, you know. So. And it's just got a pretty good cast to it too. You know, I've always been a fan of Alan Page. And rest in peace, Clarence Williams III. You know, he passed away not too long ago, about a couple of years ago, I think. Anyway, so now we're going to go back down to the second row. And the first film I want to pull up is Confessions of a Call Girl. And this is actually a pretty decent film. Not too bad. I do like the cast. And I am a fan of Tamala Jones, or Tamala Jones, however you want to pronounce it. My boy Bookie's in it as well, as well as Clifton Powell, who's most famously known for the Friday films Pinky. And then Lynn Whitfield. Then up next is the Cookout. Now this was a comedy film. It's got a little bit of everybody in it, and haven't seen it in a while, but I do remember it. And it's a pretty funny movie. It's got a pretty good cast in it too as well. Now, I wouldn't consider this a hood film or urban film, but it is based off of a black bobsled team, Cool Runnings. So I decided to include that in it. So love this movie. You know, if you hadn't seen it, I highly recommend it. Now this one, if you really want a good twist and turn cover, oh my gosh, this movie is pretty wild, and it's also got a pretty decent cast in it too as well. And like they said, betrayal can be murder. Yeah, I mean, if you want a good suspense drama film, this was the way to go right here. This is one film that I do highly recommend. And I think it's I wanted to say it was Code Black Entertainment, but I don't think it is. But no, it's 20th Century Fox. And got a film was fall. So, but yeah, I do recommend this one if you're interested in checking that one out. Now, this is film that I never even seen before. I've had it in the collection. I received a large collection of DVDs years ago, and this came with it, crazy as hell, starring Eric LaSalle. So I do need to check this out. I'll probably save this for 31 Days of Horror. So still have yet to see that. This one of my favorites, Crime Partners. It's got Ice-T, Snoop Dogg, Ja Rule, Clifton Powell, and Tyrene Turner. Now, if you know who Tyrene Turner is, Tyrone Turner, he plays what's his name in Menace to Society? Not O-Dog, but can't even think. Kane. Kane in Menace to Society. So that's where he got his claim to fame. But he's in this film. I do enjoy this film as well a lot. This is one of my go-to films when I watch a hood movie. Now this one, it's a basketball film, kind of like a street ball film crossover, and it's probably one of Anthony Mackie's first films that he did when he first started out, along with the 8 Mile when he played Papa Doc. So this is one of his earlier films. All right, moving down, we come to Deep Cover. And this has got Lawrence Fishburne and Jeff Goldblum in it. I know Death Row Records at the time did an amazing soundtrack. I have that soundtrack, and and I love it. And I think it's really good. So if you want good rap music, I suggest you get the soundtrack to this. And this is also a recommendation there for this as well. Then we come to Deliver Us from Eve, or Eva, with LL Cool J and Gabrielle Union. I've only seen this like once, so I don't remember anything about it, to be honest. So I couldn't tell you anything about it. So it's still in the collection though. Then here's another go-to movie, hood movie that I like to watch. DMX with Luke Diamond Phillips in it. Basically DMX is not really in the movie. I think he's like in the movie like in the beginning, I think. That's it. But Luke Diamond Phillips and the girl Leela, however you pronounce her last name, she's in it. It's centered around those two characters. So it's like a good cop, bad cop type thing. So and then here comes one of the Master P films, one of his later films, Decisions. Stars his son, Little Romeo. So basically, Little Romeo's, he plays his basically real life father and son duo in the film, and he basically, Little Romeo was struggling to, accept certain things, so he's got to make life choices to make his situation better, hence the movie Decisions. And then Diary of a Mad Black Woman, the movie, and of course, this is a Tyler Perry film and it's based off of a play. This is one of the very first films that they got on screen that's based on the play, not a plane, play. But it's really good. I mean, I really enjoyed this film, and I think I have most of his plays that are on film, on DVD, I think, that were made into movies. Then here's a comedy that came out in the late 90s, mid to late 90s. I think everybody's pretty much seen this one, Don't Be a Menace, while drinking in South Central, while drinking your juice in the hood. So basically, this is a parody of all the hood movies that came out back in the 90s, like Boys in the Hood, Menace to Society, South Central, those type of films. And so yeah, it's pretty funny. And he's even got everybody in there that some of the actors on each of those films in this comedy or parody. So pretty funny stuff. And then here's some black exploitation films, Coffee and Friday Foster. Both real good movies. I highly recommend those. And then here's another hood movie, double feature. I do like Two G's and a Key. So that's a good one. Random Act of Violence, not so much. It's okay, but it's it's nothing compared to this. This one's out of the two. I recommend this one. And then here's a 50 Cent doubleheader, Gun, with 50 Cent and Val Kilmer. Probably one of his better films, both of theirs. I really do enjoy this one. And then it comes with All Things Fall Apart. Basically, that's a football film, and this is where we're in a man, it's got a pretty good cast in here too. Look at that. It's got 50 Cent, Ray Liotta, Mario Van Peebles, and Lynn Whitfield. All excellent actors and actresses. But this is where when 50 Cent lost that crazy amount of weight. He basically pulled a Christian Bale when he lost all that weight for that film. What is it called? The Mechanic or The Machinist? I think it was called The Machinist. When he was like skinny as hell, like bone skinny. 50 Cent pretty much did the same thing for this role. You know, he played a cancer patient and a survivor. You know. But anyways, both real good films, you know. And then here's another black exploitation set with Fred Williams and Isaac Hayes, Truck Turner and Hammer. And really do enjoy those films a lot. I do want to get more. And then we come into some of Master P's No Limit Films, earlier films, some of their first films they did. So this is a double feature with I'm About It and Master P The Last Dawn. This is actually a film feature. That's kind of like a short film. It's not very long at all. And then Double Play 2, where you got No Tomorrow and Snoop Dogg's The Games to Be, what's it called? Based off his album, The Games to Be Sold, Not to Be Told, whatever. I think this was called. And so it's based off of that album that he did. No Tomorrow is okay. It's not the best of what he did for his films. Probably one of my least favorites, to be honest. And then we come into some comedies. Another comedy, Double Take with Eddie Griffin and Orlando Jones. This is a pretty fun film. I really enjoyed this a lot. It's basically, they both have the same names, but with different identities. Hence, Double Take. So, yeah, it's pretty funny. Then, pretty much coming close to the end of row 2. So, this is another one of my favorite go-to hood movies I watch all the time. And it's called The Eastsiders. And starring Snoop Dogg and his little crew, the Eastsiders, you know, Trey D and Goldilocks. And then, so it's actually a pretty good film. And soundtrack at some point too. I used to have the soundtrack, don't know what I did with it. Probably sold it off or whatever. And here's another one that's considered a urban film or a hood film called Empire. With John Leguizamo. He's got a pretty good cast too, you know. And you got Denise Richards, you got Tritch right there, Fat Joe, and Peter Sarsgaard, and with one of the Skarsgård brothers, you know. I think that's Peter Sarsgaard. So, of course, you know, he gets in the drug game and everything, and lives in the good life until, you know, certain things happen. You know, one of those rise and falls, kind of like Scarface type things. And last but not least, over here, I do have Fat Albert. You know, this is the live action based on Bill Cosby's cartoon and stuff. So, really pretty good. You know, it's not bad. Got Marquez Houston in it. Plays the guy with has his face covered and stuff. And that's like the only known. Got Kyla Pratt in it, I think. And so, pretty good stuff. So that is it, my friends. So I hope you enjoyed Volume 2. We'll get down to Volume 3 at another time, you know. And so I wanted to go ahead and film this and like I said, big shout out to my boy Fred Hall from Fred Hall's Direct Edition, and want to see the updated collection, brother. And he was behind the inspiration for me doing these films, as far as showing off particular movie genres and different volumes and stuff. Because I got a lot of stuff, dude. I got a lot of movies, so it's gonna take some time to get through them. Anyways, guys, so comment down below which ones that you like that I showed off on here. And where's the wisdom? Buy what you love and not what you like, because if you buy what you like, you always end up getting rid of it. And I will catch y'all later.